Welcome back. Of course, I'm back again as earlier on saying goodbye. But of course, as taking over from Mawande, he was crossing live to our reporter, Pimani Baloyi, and she's with the Premier of Limpopo, Dr. Phophi Ramathuba. Pimani, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mbali. As we stated earlier, we are speaking to the Premier of Limpopo, Dr. Phophi Ramathuba, about the first church service of the Zion Christian Church after that 5-year hiatus due to COVID-19. Premier, thank you so much. I understand you and the President were part of thousands of people who were part of that first church service after 5 years at the Zion Christian Church. There's a lot of people who could not be part of that, many who are members of that church because they had a 60% capacity this year as they are facing back that return to Moria. How was it? Take people through who wish they could have been there.
I think it was one of those church service I could not imagine to be. If I am to be specific, we had more than 233,000 congregants attending. And Botswana also adds from those who are coming outside South Africa. Botswana had the highest number, 2,500 plus. And of course, from SADC, all the SADC countries had members attending. But what was really touching to most of us, it's the message that we got from the bishop. You would say it's a state of the church address, which then look at the lives of Christ himself together with his disciples and what he was able to achieve, and bringing it to the real life of today to say Phophi Ramathuba is a premier with 10 MECs. Why can't you emulate Christ and make sure you work together with your team, which are your disciples, to fight gender-based violence, to fight unemployment, to fight poverty, fix health. So that message, and going into, after the domestic issues, he then went into global matters, talking about peace in the world, what is happening between currently Russia and Ukraine, what is happening between the Palestinians in the Gaza and the Israelites. All those, I think that is, hence I'm saying it was indeed a state of the church address.
Briefly, Premier, due to time, before I let you go, I know this is a stressful time for the province. I know the Easter long weekend comes with a lot of road fatalities. Last year, we saw people who were going to the St Engenas ZCC Christian Church losing their lives. But it looks this year, the numbers are a bit lower. What did your province do right? I know we still have a few more days to look at this. Just briefly, what did you do right this year?
I think the deployment of every leader, every member of legislature, every mayor, every MEC, doesn't matter. You don't have to be the MEC for community safety to do a roadblock. Whether you are an MEC for social development, MEC for economic development, all of us are on the roads, all of us have been deployed, the members of legislatures, all of them, all political parties have been rallied behind, the churches themselves, religious leaders, even the traditional leadership, the House of Traditional Leadership is on board, so that this message becomes the message to all of us that we are going to talk to the people. I think for me, the police visibility, because when they know that you are also there as the leadership, that's why they come to work. There was one MPL who went to a certain roadblock and didn't find anyone. And when he calls, they had to run and go and do the work. So for me, I'm saying it's all about the leadership that we are now collectively, hence we have told you in the beginning, the 7th administration will make sure that everyone, it can't be the MEC of transport alone to deal with a road.
Thank you so much, Premier. That is the Premier of Limpopo, Dr. Phophi Ramathuba, telling us that the leadership that is shown in her administration is ensuring that Limpopo ranks well. Mbali?
All right, Pimani, thank you so much for trying to squeeze in the Premier there of Limpopo, Dr. Popi Ramathuba, just giving us an overview of the church service that took place over this Easter long weekend. Also giving us an insight in terms of what the province has done to ensure they try to curb and lower down the number of road fatalities we usually see during this period of the year.